Las Vegas Raider fans are in for a rude awakening when it comes to Ashton Jeanty, as well as Ashton Jeanty fantasy managers. Look, Ashton Jeanty is going to disappoint. Maybe he'll be good in the future. I don't know. Ashton Jeanty in year one is going to disappoint in a big way. People are expecting him to be a Ezekiel Elliott, a Leonard Fournette, a Saquon Barkley level prospect. I think out of those four, he's the worst by a good margin. I think Jeanty should have been drafted in the late first, early second. I don't think he's a generational prospect. I think he's a good running back. I don't think he's generational. And what's more important than his skill set, because we've seen average running backs be phenomenal in certain circumstances, is the fact that he is in a horrific offense that is going to be run-oriented with a bad quarterback and no wide receivers, as well as a team that is going to be losing most games. So what does this mean? Number one, to start out the game, what our defense is going to be lined up in? 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, old school 4-3 football, maybe even 4-4. You double Brock, which brings more guys into the box. You man up on the outsides because they don't have a receiver a normal fan even knows. And they have a below-average quarterback. Geno Smith is not good. That wide receiver room is not good. You double Brock, and everybody else is focused on Jeanty. A mediocre offensive line, Jeanty's going to be getting 3 yards per carry, 2.5. And then the issue is once we get into the second quarter, the third quarter, the fourth quarter, once this offense gets down, because they only scored 6 points. They scored 10 points, and it's the third quarter, you're going to have to throw the football. Jeanty can be an okay receiving option, but I would say at this current point it's below average. I think he's more of a run-first guy versus a receiving back like a McCaffrey or like a Bucky Irving. And the issue is they're in a division where they are by far the worst team, also in a division with 3 great defenses in the Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos. So not that many points are going to be scored. You're going to be losing, so you're going to have to throw the football, which doesn't benefit Jeanty at all. And then overall, throughout the totality of a season, you number one, even when you're running the football, when you're in favorable situations in 1st and 10, when you're in the first quarter before you get down and you can run the football, the defense is going to be focused on you. And imagine a defense, I would say Jeanty's probably equivalent to Chase Brown right now. An average, maybe slightly above average running back, but I think it's clear that Jeanty is not on the level of Derrick Henry, of Saquon Barkley, of Christian McCaffrey, of Jonathan Taylor, et cetera, et cetera. I think he's an average to above average running back in that 10 to 15 range. And imagine those 10 to 15 range running backs that go Chase Brown. Chase Brown is elevated to a degree because that offense scores a lot of points and they're throwing the football a lot, which gives him light boxes. Jeanty is going to have horrible efficiency and they're going to be trailing in every game they play. I think Jeanty probably will rush for under 1,000 yards. If he does get to the 1,000-yard mark, it's going to be solely based on him having 400 carries. 400 carries, I mean,